We getting ready to go live. Everybody hit the like button, the share button, the little bell. Come on, y'all. Everybody get involved. You in the dig? Everybody get involved. Minutes. Everybody on that like button. Don't hold out. Hit the like button right now. Let me see the numbers move. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. It's 11 a.m. 2019 ran up out this bitch. 2019 got up out. You already know we're entering the last part of the year. It's about to be over.
Deuces.
Shit. I remember back in the day when I was a kid, man. Years took a long time.
Long ass time.
Now years be like
skeeting out.
Years be farting like this beat. Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the ZoWhat show here on VOR Radio. We're live. Voice of Reason Radio. Only exclusively on Dash Radio. VOR Radio is Zoe Williams' channel.
Yeah.
You in the dig? My very own channel. Listen, we're opening up the phone lines today. 323-230-4610. 4445. 323-230-4445. 323-230-4445. You know we covering hot topics. We waiting for Geoff. We waiting for Timmy Tight. My homeboy Kev is in the building right now.
What up?
Let me run to Kev first because you know how we do. The first part of this show is about community empowerment. We want to empower the community by sharing businesses that be struggling. Let's start with Kev's business.
What you trying to say, bro?
I'm just saying you need a little exposure. Let's do it,
This ain't
bro.
a business. This is a trying to give back to the community, brother.
Okay, well, do what you do.
So, giving back to the community. First off, most of us who don't know our rights when we get pulled over by the police, and that is going to be about 99% of us. You need something that'll help you out when that police stop happens, and this is what you need right here. This is the constitutional rights card. This basically has all of your constitutional rights or the most pertinent constitutional rights for a police stop on there. All you have to do is give that to a police officer, and sit back and remain silent. Also on the back, it has information on if they do violate your rights, how you can place a lien on their police bond if your rights are violated. So also, if you wanted the full package that comes with the Know Your Rights manual, that's also some things that you can do at a police stop so that you don't get your ass killed or beaten. Also, it has the full steps in the back to go about filing a police bond or filing a lien on the police bond. So if you order... Oh, thanks, brother.
Sorry.
So if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research right here, and so this book right here, for most people, if you're trying to go and find this research, you're not going to be able to find this because I got this about 15 years ago when they were actually putting this out, and I made a book of it. If you go to the website right now, the International Federation of Pigment Cell Societies, you cannot find this information. They took it down. So this is probably the only place you can find this. realnagas.com. Naga Knowledge Shop. If you buy the hard copy, you get the hard copy. The constitutional rights card package for free.
All right. You do know that Zoe Williams and PIO Clothing have launched the Mansion's apparel line. We've only sold 35 pieces so far.
Stop it.
I promise you. I'm rocking the hoodie right now. Go to PIOclothing.com. Click Mansions. Support the Mansions brand.
Get them hoodies. It's about to get cold.
You dig? Cold season is coming.
Yep.
Y'all get at your brother. The voice of reason, Mansions, hoodies, T-shirts. There's even T-shirts for ladies. Our last sale came on the 14th. Here we are at the 16th. So, hey.
Get in there, y'all.
Get in here, man. Yeah. Support us. I'll shout everybody out. So far, we have James Lyman, Kenneth Stills, Kenneth Christmas III, Theodore Hoover, Shimon Canty, Teron Miller, Gerald Williams, Rashawn Jackson, Reginald Simon, Jeff Shiver, Dennis Bryant, Ashley Snell. I hope I'm saying people's names right. Demario Revere, Paris Brantley. Okay. Marcus Washington, Anthony Collier, Troy Hicks, Dion Wynn, Thurston Chappell.
Thurston Howard the Third.
Yenedig, David Bell, Dana Dorsey, Randall Crawley L, Brian Gentry, Lewis Thatch, LaShawn Grace, Mark Prophet, Derek Page, Xylon Farrell. Hey, man, somebody, if you want a shout out, go to the Power in One clothing line. Get your Mansions gear right now. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I've already had 2 bottles of this morning. Total package energy, man. My life isn't right unless I have some. It's not.
You're not that attached. You didn't even notice it missing this morning.
Let me tell you something. Stop stealing. First off, why you always stealing?
Wasn't stealing. Want to see how in love you are with the bottle. You didn't notice it.
I ain't got to be in love with the bottle.
You abandoned it.
I love what's inside of it.
Your shit, nigga.
Total package energy. Yeah, the dig. Total package energy, ladies and gentlemen. The greatest energy drink in the world. I love it. That's why I got cases of it.
It's dope.
Yeah, the dig. I be drinking.
I be drinking.
Nah, but it keeps me amped, keeps me focused, keep me aware. Total package energy, total package energy. Beal Sauce Company, man. Beale, man. Yeah. BealSauce.com. Go there right now. 3 flavors, Gunny Fire, Sergeant Sauce, and Smuckatelli. Please continue to support this black-owned company. Although he's not here right now, the homeboy Timmy Tight Hassan, he'll be here shortly.
Timmy.
But please continue to support We Juice. You in the dig? He's here all the time. He brings us fucking all types of juices or whatever.
What is it? Sun-kissed Spurs.
Don't try to name. He be having the weird ass names.
They're crazy ass shit.
They be healthy, but the names be a little weird. I don't know how I feel drinking a bottle of Purple Rain.
Hey, nigga, you got to use what you can to sell, nigga.
You're like, I want to. What are some of the effects of Purple Rain? You drink it and you go. Anyway, Weed Juice, man. Love that kid. He's been working hard, man. You guys have kept him in business. I remember that time he called me and was like, man, I'm about to stop. And I was like, what? Yeah. So I appreciate you guys for keeping him in business. You know, dig? What else do I have? I said Beal sauce. I said Weed Juice. Oh, I didn't even promote my shit. Let me just say this real quick. I got to shout this brother out. Because since February is the first time, is the launch date or was the launch date of the holographic relationship. And this is the largest order of the holographic relationship since February.
What was it?
A brother by the name of Maurice Tennyson. He purchased 10 copies.
Woo.
A couple of days ago, I think Friday or something like that.
Maurice the Mall.
The Mall. Maurice means
yes.
the black one.
That's right.
The Mall. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maurice. There you go. Maurice Tennyson. Thank you, brother. We appreciate that. He bought 10 copies. And I said to myself, let me remember to shout him out. Thank you, Maurice Tennyson, for that order. So again, if you want a physical copy of the holographic relationship, you have to go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com, and purchase right there. All right. And like I said, if you purchase near my off days, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays and or the weekends, that's when you get your package.
How many times you mail a week?
More is a European word. It's not African, since the word means black in medieval. It's always somebody. I swear to God. I just did a whole video about being in alignment over being right.
Right. It's not.
God.
It's not a European word. And European is also melanated. That's more.
So, okay, let's just do this. Just a quick history lesson to fuck up the community empowerment segment. The Latinized term Maurus, right? Mm-hmm. Which came first? Mauritania, the country in Africa, or the Roman word Maurus, the Latin word? Which came first? Because sometimes you read somebody's book.
Right.
Like, you didn't study this, or you read it, but you didn't study it objectively, and you didn't cross-check, you didn't do nothing. You just read something and accepted.
Right. And actually, Moro goes back farther. It goes back to Tamore, which was the ancient land.
No. I don't want you to go that far. Hold on. Because I'm asking.
Oh, my bad.
Let's ask.
My bad.
You know what I'm saying? Like, which one came first? Maurus, the Latin, the Romans, because the Romans spoke Latin.
Right.
Which one came first? That or the name of the country in Africa, Mauritania? Or Morocco? Which one came first? Oh, smart motherfucker. Which one came first? Were you there? Which one? See, this is the problem with our people.
Man.
Our people want to battle. But they don't battle. They don't battle Whitey.
Challenge.
I'm finna challenge this nigga here because he said something that I disagree with because I accepted something in a book.
And it doesn't mean black either. It means dark.
Swarthy. Swarthy.
Black means pale.
Where he go? Where this motherfucker at now? Where you at, my nigga?
Don't be skating, nigga.
Speak on it.
Don't silver surf your ass up out of here now, nigga.
God damn. Which one came first? That's all I'm asking. Which one of these motherfuckers came first?
Hey.
You know, that's a European term. What, you European nigga?
Right.
Oh, my God.
Who was Europe? Who was Europa? Where does that come from?
Oh, Europa. You mean the black woman that Zeus stole?
Yeah.
And named a whole fucking place after? Okay,
the
cool.
Phoenician.
All right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for starting this show off right, fucking goofball. Always motherfucking drawing a line in the sand against your own people. The fuck?
Hey, nigga, it was his day to get slashed on me.
So I guess Krishna ain't a black word. Even though it means the black word.
Yes. Don't do that.
I guess Krishna.
Don't do that.
But that's some Hindu shit.
Don't do that, boy.
Hold on.
Look here, though.
Hold on. I guess little black bambino.
You can't be doing that there, though.
What the fuck?
You can't be saying right shit.
Huh?
You can't be saying right shit.
I'm just asking.
That ain't cool, nigga.
Niggas want to battle with niggas. It's all a big rap battle to niggas.
Say good shit to niggas. You understand?
Let's battle each other. You know, I get more fun out of battling you than I do battling the devil. Because if I battle the devil, he'll kill me.
You take away my shit.
What the fuck?
You take away my Wi-Fi if I battle the devil. I need my Wi-Fi.
I need my Wi-Fi, nigga. My life will turn into Tri-Fi if I don't.
Take away my Instagram.
Nigga, shit.
I need Twitter, nigga.
What the fuck? I'm tired of being in Facebook jail. I'm gonna straighten up and get right. I'm gonna find a nigga to battle.
I'm tired of being in Facebook jail.
God damn. Fuck right.
Man.
At all the shit me and Kev said right now, I don't sit here to profess to be motherfucking right. I could be wrong than a motherfucker. Be wrong as 8 left feet, nigga. Wrong as a 36-leg spider, nigga. I'm wrong.
Oh, shit.
But fuck being right. It's about being in alignment. Align with your people, old cantankerous Warren ass niggas. This reminds me of motherfucking before I ain't even gotten into the shit yet, man. This reminds me of motherfucking goddamn Planet of the Apes. The nigga, the ape with the soundest mind, Caesar. Mm-hmm. You're like, nah, we got to negotiate. We got to work. We got to cooperate. We got to unity, solidify. And it's always a Koba.
He was a phoenix.
It's always a Koba. I did not start this war. It was started by an ape named Koba. We are a nation of Kobas. This nigga always want to usurp. I'm finna kill Caesar. Caesar love human more than Caesar love ape.
Nigga, Dragon Moors and Phoenix Moors, nigga.
It's a nation of Kobas. I had to smoke Koba because Koba was tripping.
Had to slap Koba, nigga. Koba, get your bitch ass out of here, Koba.
I had to beat Koba's ass.
Get your bitch ass out of here, Koba.
Koba was on some bullshit.
Koba
was a fuck monkey.
Koba, go scramble me some eggs, nigga.
Fuck. Do you understand? Koba was on the bullshit. We're a nation of Kobas. We looking to tear down the organization at every turn. We looking to tear down the code.
Man.
More is a European word.
How dare you, sir?
How dare you claim that more?
Blasphemous, nigga.
Well, our English word for more, meaning more than, M-O-R-E, was the French word for what they called the Moors.
Yes.
Because the Moors, the niggas from Africa, was more than them.
Yes.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
There's some intellectual gymnastics going on.
Don't do that.
The fuck?
Don't do that. Don't do that, brother.
God damn. I did not start this war.
The Koba old nigga.
It was an ape named Koba.
I'm gonna slap you with Koba balls.
God damn, Koba. Shit. Ladies and gentlemen, you listen to the ZoWhat show. If this is your first time tuning into what we do here, just understand, man, it's like current events with an underlining topic. Right? Current events with an underlining premise. And we use the current events to ultimately make our point. Now, we're going to get into this, but I need y'all to support my mansion's clothing line. I'm wearing one of the hoodies right now. Go to pioclothing.com. Order. Let's move as a collective. Also, go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com, and purchase the physical copy, the paperback version of The Holographic Relationship. Please, please, please hit that. Also, go to Amazon.com and purchase one of the 3 formats that we have available for the relationship dismount. How to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. That book is available on Amazon.com exclusively in 3 different formats. Kindle, Audible, as well as paperback. Let's keep that book in the top, right? We want that book trending on Amazon.com. The more books we sell on Amazon.com, the more Amazon gets behind the book and starts pushing it and promoting it and sitting it next to number 1 bestsellers, top bestsellers. So let's go over there and move 1,000 copies of that just to boost it up the ranking so Amazon can get going.
This is really community empowerment.
That's community empowerment at its finest. So those books right there.
That's how the Jews do it. This is how you need to do it.
Exactly. The clothing line. Let's get all of this stuff going right now. Now, here we go. We about to get into these topics. I don't know where Geoff is. Normally, Geoff calls. I think he'll show up eventually. But in the meantime, let's get into these topics. You're tuned into the ZoWhat show on VOR Radio. 3 weeks old, now in the top 5 of all listened to channels on Dash Radio. Already in the top 5.
That's what's up, boy.
Now, what's hurting my heart is Talk X has fallen out of the top 5. So the fans just basically said, we over here with VOR? Nah, man.
That's fucked up.
Trust me, I'm still running Talk X. I got a whole new lineup of shows. Come on, y'all. Don't leave us hanging.
Salam alaikum, niggas.
Don't leave us hanging, man. You got to stay locked into Talk X too. Damn. So we over here now?
All right, dude. Peace.
What we doing now?
Peace out, my nigga.
Where we at?
We done moved.
What? So we moved.
Yeah.
Okay, we made a move. Let's go on.
We right chin.
We over here now?
We right chin.
All right, cool. Nah, don't do that to Talk X, man. Like, I got a lot of fly shows coming in, man. All right?
What up, boy?
We will talk about the Revolt panel. You in the dig? We will. But for now...
The Revolt panel. What's that?
No. We got to talk about this right now. You in the dig? Felicity Huffman. Come on, man. You see I'm doing the show. You want to shake hands. What the fuck? I swear to God, Timmy Tight Top. He been here for like 45 years, and he still don't know the pro. He doing a radio show. Let me get over here and talk to him while he got headphones on.
That's what make brothers different from Caucasians, though, nigga. We got to give each other love no matter what.
Let me shake your hand while you're busy.
In a minute, nigga, we got to give you love, nigga. What's happening, nigga?
How you doing, Timmy Tight Top? We already promoted you. The fuck? Give me all this shit. Anyway.
Did you just give me my juice?
Hey, Kev, let me turn your mic off while I'm setting up this topic. Shit. I need y'all to pay attention.
You can have all other juices.
We need to talk about this, guys. I need you guys to focus. All right? You guys not focused.
Yeah, I'm focused.
You guys focus. You're live on the air. Your mic is on. You okay? Talk me. Look at Hassan. He still don't know radio.
What you looking for?
Pay attention, Hassan. Just pay attention, Hassan. That's all. That's all I need you to do. This boy right here don't know how to pay attention. I swear to God. Okay.
I'm paying attention.
So
man.
are you guys hip to the college scams?
Yeah, with Lori Loughlin and Felicity Huffman.
Felicity Huffman. Here's the thing that pisses me off.
Just don't even work.
Why did the sister get 5 years?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because she was homeless. She was homeless. Technically, she ain't got no district she's supposed to be in because she homeless. She don't live nowhere. But she used a family member's address to put her kid in elementary school.
Right.
Got found out, went to jail for 5 years. They called it stealing education. That's the crime.
Wow.
See, Felicity Huffman already got wealth, so she can afford the cost of USC. You know what I mean?
Yeah, without a problem.
This is clearly a desperate housewife right here.
She got mad millions. Her and her husband.
So they get to cheat, and then she gets the slap on the wrist. So, again, for all those black people who believe in justice, justice does not exist for niggas. Not the way we currently are positioned in society.
Right.
This woman got 14 days. 2
14
weeks.
days.
Well,
Yep, 14
Well,
days.
and here's the cold part. Oh, it wasn't a crime that hurt anybody. Neither was the black ladies, but she got 5 years.
She don't got the money to have the lawyers that Felicity and them do.
Felicity was initially sentenced a month, but because it wasn't a crime that hurt anybody, and I guess it was federal or whatever, she gets half that cut off. So a month turns into 14 days, 2 weeks.
Victimless crime.
Victimless crime. This is the California prison where Felicity Huffman wants to spend her 14-day sentence. I'm sure it's some kind of golf course.
Man, come on.
Some kind of resort.
Yeah, she gets chai latte.
Right. Some kind of enclosed garden with unicorns and shit. Unicorn guards. Don't make me gore you with this horn.
He said unicorn guards.
Now that Felicity Huffman has been sentenced to 14 days in prison for her role in a massive college admissions scam, 3% of California universities, and we're talking about the UC system. So you have a state system and then you have the UC system. The state system in California has over 400,000 students. That's the largest block of students in the nation.
Right.
Damn near 500,000 students are in the state college system. San Diego State, Fresno State. You get what I'm saying? All up the state.
Cal State Dominguez.
Cal State Dominguez. You gonna dig what I'm saying? Cal State
Fullerton.
LA, Cal State Fullerton. Over 400,000 students. Then you have the UC system. The UC system is UCLA,
UC Davis.
UC Douglas, UC
Davis.
Santa Barbara, UC Davis, UCLA. Okay. The UC system got 3% niggas since the abolishment of affirmative action. 3% niggas.
Yeah.
Half of that, 1.5%, are athletes.
Yep.
The other 1.5 are academicians of the highest level. Do you know what your GPA got to be if you're not an athlete in order to get into UCLA?
Yeah.
4.5, 4.2, some weird way off the
above,
Richter scale type shit. Nigga, you better be one special nigga.
Yep.
If you want to be up here with this powder blue and gold, my nigga, with this little bronze bear in the middle of the quad, you better be
Bronze bear.
special, nigga.
Better be able to throw a football or
You better be able to throw a football and do fourth dimensional mathematics, motherfucker.
at the same time.
At the same goddamn time, if you want to get on this campus. Deanna D.
Nigga.
So it's hard as fuck for black people to even have the aspirations of a Felicity Huff.
Yeah.
You already an actress. You've already made millions of dollars. You can afford UCLA on bread alone.
Right. Without a problem.
You can afford USC. Now, USC is the private school.
Right.
The UC system is public.
Yes.
Yep.
USC is the private school.
It's a corporation.
Okay? So that private school, what, 80, 90 a year?
Mm-hmm. At least. Minimum.
They don't have the academic requirements that UCLA has.
Yeah, UCLA is the hardest school to get into.
They can pick and choose who the fuck they want.
Yep.
You know what? Your daddy is motherfucking Dustin Hoffman. Ass in here. Fight on, motherfucker.
Yep.
That's USC, the private school. So you mean to tell me Felicity Huff gets to cheat when there is rampant inequality in America between black and white? The wealth gap, the education gap. I keep pointing people towards this scholar up at Stanford who created the fucking stereotype threat. I guess it breaks down the stereotype threat. And what it basically says in stereotype threat is that white people and Asians and other people, especially whites, and when they compare whites and blacks can have the same degree.
Oh, yeah.
But the whites are still 4 years ahead because of the subliminal stereotype threats that's placed inside of the curriculum, which evokes a low self-esteem in the person that's studying it. That's of a different race other than white. So these motherfuckers are 4 years ahead of you in math, 4 years ahead of you in reading comprehension, and you still cheating. Wow. You still cheating to get into college. And then when your bitch ass get caught, you get a slap on the wrist, while the people who have been ravaged by, spirit butt fucked. You know, it's one thing to fuck your ass. It's one thing to fuck your spiritual ass, your physical ass. It's one thing to put my dick in your physical ass.
Put it in your spirit ass.
I'm finna take my spirit dick and put it in your spirit ass.
In your spirit ass.
I'm finna analyze your spirit. I'm finna sodomize your spirit.
You say your spirit ass.
Bring your spirit sphincter over here. I'm finna loosen up your spirit sphincter. You understand?
Oh, nigga. Toss your spiritual salad.
I'm finna toss that spiritual salad, nigga. I'm finna get up in that salad, nigga. I'm finna put all types of spirit hollandaise in that salad, motherfucker. This shit dumb as hell.
Hollandaise. Spirit hollandaise.
This shit's fucked up. So I'm reading this story, and this shit is crazy. The lady gets 14 days.
Yeah, man. Lawyers, man. This is, again...
Spirit lube.
Spirit KY.
But talk to me, guys. Like, what are your thoughts on this story and the story of the sister? I'm gonna pull up her name. Anybody in here knows the sister's name in the chat room? Hey, Dash Radio, when you hear me talk about the chat room, please understand that we're broadcasting live right now to our YouTube channel. You dig? We're broadcasting live to the YouTube channel. If you want to see us, go to youtube.com/the ZoWhat show. Talk to me, Kev.
Man,
This is crazy.
Yeah, to me, it's just a repercussion of status. Again, so she has money to be able to do what she did in the first place. And then when she gets hit with the fuckery from it, she has money to be able to get out of it. And so this is, again, why the law is so important. I'm going to keep going back to that. She has money to pay lawyers who can find loopholes in the law to be able to get her out. The sister who got 5 years, she doesn't. So again, when you say the system doesn't work, you're right. The system is not going to work for us because we don't have the same resources to make the system work for us. This is why you have to get that information yourself. But, Felicity Huffman, I don't think I'm not going to fault her for trying to, get her kids, trying to get her kids up on the, on the education where the system is so fucked off that you got to do crazy ass shit like that. My ex-client, she was the third vice president for UCLA. Like she was the third person in charge at UCLA. And she used to tell me about how hard it was to get people in there, UCLA is the hardest university to get into in the country. And she was like,
it is the number one applied to university in the country.
Yes. Yep. It is crazy.
Shit, in the world.
Dude, and she was like, man, you should hear like how people try to get at her to try to get into the school. She gets offered bribes. It's the craziest shit in the world. And they make you think that you need this educational system in order to thrive within the system, which makes it so prevalent and so desired. But again, if you understand the university system, all it is corporation and debt. They literally trying to put you in debt. They take you through this whole thing. They say, okay, this is what we need. This is what you need in order to thrive and survive in this system. But when you get in that system, if you don't have experience, all of that damn information that you got in school means absolutely shit. It means absolutely nothing. There's a documentary called The University Scam on YouTube. You should check it out. And it talks about how they take the whole universe. All these universities are literally scamming you to take you just to get the money.
Wow. Mm-hmm. It's called fuck-tardery.
Yeah, but you have to build a building to get your people into school anyway. Like, what's the name? Who built the building? What's the rapper? Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Donated money. And his kids is going to USC, but he didn't donate money for them to do that. But there are people who actually build wings or donate money, and their children are able to go to school. What's the difference in what she just did?
Like Jared Kushner. Jared Kushner's dad.
Well, a lot of these tuition scams was also predicated on joining teams, getting scholarships under the guise of being on a team, playing a sport you ain't never played.
Right.
Exactly. But white people have always paid to get into school for higher education all the time.
Are we caping for white people right now?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to understand.
It always happened. I'm just saying that the black woman never should have got that much time.
Are we marginalizing the injustice
she shouldn't have got any
of it?
time at all.
She shouldn't have got time at all. Each one should have got the same amount of time. You shouldn't go high for the black people or people who have less money. You should keep everything equal. Period.
Why is it first off, listen to the concept that the sister, if anybody knows the sister's name, you guys put it in the chat room and I'll say her name. She's on the East Coast, I think, down south somewhere. Under the penalty of stealing education. You mean you can steal knowledge?
Her name is Tanya.
Her name is Tanya Douglas. Here we go. Tanya McDowell. Hey! McDowell's. What is this McDowell's?
Oh, you stupid.
It's a restaurant.
It's a restaurant.
What is this McDowell's?
Y'all don't know.
My son works.
My son. What is Akeem?
Where is Akeem? Do not alert him to my presence. I will deal with Akeem.
Eddie's greatest movie.
Tanya McDowell stealing free education.
Free education. How you steal something that's free?
That's the crime. Stealing free education. Enrolled her child in another district. Sentenced 5 years.
That's ridiculous.
Felicity Huffman. Boosting daughter's SAT scores crime for college admission, sentence 14 days with a $30,000 fine. Which hand are you? Are you right-handed or left-handed? Oh, I'm right-handed. Hand me your left hand so that I may swat it gently. I would like to swat your right hand ever so gently. You beautiful white victim. You beautiful white female victim. You know not what you've done. You have trespassed against certain rules that you may or may not have known of.
They don't really apply to you anyway.
Because you are unaware of where you stepped, I must gently swat your hand, ever so gently, as a reminder. What the fuck? This shit is dumb as fuck. But we live here, and we suck white dick, right? Yeah. We praise white success. We praise diversity.
Right.
Oh, I was the first to be. I was the first one to be acknowledged by High Whitey Society acknowledged me as the first of something in his.
You stupid.
Am I lying?
Nah. No. My father was the first black man to graduate from his high school.
My father.
See, you're right. It's the same shit, nigga.
My father was the first nigga to flunk, graduate, then come back as a head janitor of the school. You understand? You can't tell me hard work don't work, nigga.
Work all the time, nigga.
My father head janitor of the school and kicked him out 37 years ago. Now this motherfucker here, he number one janitor in the nation.
Number one janitor.
You didn't even know they kept stats on the number one janitor, did you?
Number one janitor in the nation.
You don't even know they kept stats on the number one janitor. My father is Michael Jordan, the janitor.
What's his PER, nigga?
Let me tell you something about this shit here, nigga. It take my father 2.4 minutes to clean a whole boy's bathroom, nigga. You understand me?
2.4 minutes, nigga.
2.4 minutes, nigga. That's the best in the nation.
How long to sweep the hallway?
Let me tell you something. My father sweep down my hallway 3.2 minutes, nigga. You understand?
That's
a whole motherfucking hallway. You understand?
Amazing, nigga.
You don't understand?
That nigga's great.
My father got the record for cleaning.
Wait, do that to the screen.
He got.
Y'all didn't see it. Dude, hey, nigga.
Let me finish, nigga. My father got the record for cleaning an entire cafeteria. You understand me? The record is 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
7 minutes for an entire cafeteria full of bullshit. You understand? My father cleaned that shit by himself. You didn't dig? That's the number one janitor in the nation, nigga. And to think that nigga failed, he flunked, nigga. He flunked out of school. You didn't dig? Y'all niggas don't understand this shit. All you gotta do is believe in yourself.
That's right.
All you gotta do is work.
That's it. Mm-hmm. That's all.
Ain't nothing can stop you if you work and you believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. You pay your motherfucking bills. You take care of your kids. You get your 37 Christmases or whatnot. Nigga, you're fine.
You're 37, that's it.
You doing good, nigga?
You're doing great. Nigga, they missed that face. Y'all missed the face he did. Nigga, that shit is classic.
Y'all niggas don't understand, man. This shit is crazy.
You need a camera on this side. Honestly, you need a camera on this side so they can pick up the faces.
We gotta put the camera over here. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to the ZoWhat show. I want to open up the phone lines to everybody in the chat room right now. Everybody got to hit the like button. Everybody got to hit the share button. Y'all a little slow on the super chat. Let's get this shit popping. Super chat. Hit it right now. Let me get to the phone lines. The number to dial is 323-230-44445. That's 4445. 4445. 323-230-4445. 323-230-4445. 4445. I'm going to the phone lines right now. Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo. Is it me?
Yeah, you live, brother.
That's what's up. It's Kush from Cincinnati.
Chris from Cincinnati. What's the deal, pimp?
What's up, pimp? Yeah, no doubt. Nah, but I said it's Kush, K-U-S-H, just like the smoke, baby.
The land of, the land of Kush, brother. Come on.
The land of Kush, yeah, I know all of that. You know, my mama taught me well, but, you know, it's just like the smoke, too, for my man, Jeff. Anyway.
That's what's up.
Anyway, about the topic. First of all, I love the show, man. Corey, Kev, do your thing, man. Zo, you my man. Love you for sure. About the topic, I think it's hard to really even be mad exactly at white people for doing what white people do for as long as they've been doing it. That we've been in this country, not for eternity, because we already know. We ain't got to go about how we've already been in this world doing our thing as melanated black people. That's without question. But these white folk, they've been doing what they've been doing for the longest, and we act like it's a fucking. Excuse me. We act like it's a mystery about what they gonna do when they do it. So Felicity Huff and all that. I mean, you know, if you ain't cheating, you almost ain't you ain't in the game to a certain extent. So, you know, I think as black people, what we need to do for real is just come within ourselves and just do what we need to do. Like you just said, live your life. Don't worry about what they doing. Just raise your children. I have a 12-year-old. Mad proud of my son, Jamir. Love the boy.
Shout out to Jamir.
Yeah.
Right on. Thank you very much. I'm just trying to make him do what he's supposed to do and be the best that he can be and be better than me is the most important. Just be better than me, my son. I love you. But hey, man,
that's how shit right there, boy.
To be on the show. I called, but hey, man, it's the first time on the show. Love y'all. I'm gonna take y'all response off the air. Thank you for answering. I'm glad to be on. Keep doing what y'all doing. Black Fire, man. All that.
We appreciate it, fam. Callers is popping. The phone lines is lit. Caller, you're on the air. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak to us. Caller.
And I just called to give a shout out to Uncle Kill Your Dreams. That ZoWhat.
Hey, listen here, nigga. Let me tell you something real quick, nigga. Listen here, let me tell you something, nigga. Listen, hold on. You got to ask permission before you shout me out, you understand? You don't call into this motherfucking show without first talking to me. You don't even know me, nigga. You supposed to ask me first if you can even mention my motherfucking name, nigga. You don't know what kind of troubles and shit I got going out in the street. Niggas don't even know I'm up here. You understand?
We're related, dude.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, man, I love y'all so, man. Keep damn doing it, man. And you already know, man. Say, man, y'all inspire me all the goddamn time. Man, keep this shit going. And I promise you, brother, when I get some goddamn money, man, I'm gonna keep on buying some more shit from your ass, brick bro.
Thank you, fam.
To make sure that shit get out there, man. Them t-shirts and hoodies, I love you.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate it. Good looking, fam.
Have a good one, Zo. Peace.
All right, peace. Phone lines is cracking. Caller, who's on the line? What's your name and where you calling from?
What's up, Zo? This is Mike, man, calling from Atlanta.
Mike from Atlanta. What's happening, PM?
What up?
What's up, Pimp? Man, yeah, man. So I want to thank you, brother, man. You just turned me all that, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, fam. We appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Now, man, I mean, you know, this shit been going on, man. I mean, it's, you know, it's really sad because it's like, damn. You know, it's blatant in our face. You know what I mean? And it's like 14 days for a federal crime? For a federal crime. Come on now. I mean, it's just, man, a federal crime, that's all I got to say. It's not state, this is federal.
Right. Thank you,
and
brother.
it's documented that you actually done it.
Damn. Thank you, brother. We appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Thanks, man.
All right.
Sure.
In America, we forget the criminality of the white female.
Right.
There's a sister doing the work. Somebody look it up on their phone. I wish I could look it up right now. There's a sister right now. What? There's a sister doing the work. I think she's out of Georgia. I'm not sure, but she's doing the work, and she's showing that 40% of slaves were owned by white women.
White women.
A lot of times, listen, that white lady who got Emmett Till killed.
Oh, yeah.
Came the fuck out.
Yep.
And was like, I lied.
Yep. Right before she died.
But that was
like, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.
50
I lied.
years later.
Sorry.
If you can go back and get Bill Cosby for some shit he whispered 35 40 years ago.
Right.
You can't get her
Right.
for the tear, the rift she caused in this society with that young man's butcher and death, because he was butchered.
Butchered, man.
No, she's old. She gone. They always get a white woman a pat on her hand. The most racist motherfucker, because people don't think white women are racist.
Right.
White women give birth to white capes, hoods and capes.
Right. Oh, they can be some of the most racist people in the universe, man.
This shit crazy. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Yeah, I'm opening up the phone lines. I want to know your opinion about Felicity Huff and Tanya McDowell. Do you agree or disagree with the sentencing?
You talking about that lady who's the slavery detective? Is that who you talking about?
Is that her name? Pull her name up. The number to dial is 323-230-4445. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit the super chat. Show your love. I'm going to the phone line while they find the name. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, hello? Caller, you're on the line. I hear you. Hello?
Oh, man, Zo.
What's happening, man?
Can you hear me, brother?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, Zo? What's going on, Kev?
What up,
Timmy
what up,
Tight, what's happening?
Timmy Tight, yeah.
I'm here, chilling.
Yeah, what's happening, fellas? How y'all doing?
We good. What's up with you, bro?
Hey, man, slow motion on this end. Let me throw y'all talking about this whole about the case with Felicity Hunt or whatnot. There's also a case that happened over in Ohio.
Felicity Huff, brother.
Huffman.
Huff, yes.
Huffman?
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Or Huff?
Huffman.
Is it Huffman?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Huffman. I see it.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
But there's also a story about Ohio ex-cheerleader found not guilty of killing her newborn daughter. She buried in the backyard.
Look at that.
Check that story out.
It's
seen crazy.
It. I ain't see that shit.
I seen it.
Damn.
I seen it. I seen that story. Tell them about the story, brother.
Well, what happened was is the young girl out there in Ohio, the day of the prom, well, she was pregnant prior to the prom. She comes to the prom not pregnant. So, in turn, she buried the child in the backyard and went to the prom, and they found her not guilty of doing such.
There she is. I see her right here. Teen acquitted of killing her baby says she's forever sorry. And she's blonde.
There, boy.
Absolutely. That's the spirit lube right there. They just apply.
Spirit lube.
That's the spirit lube.
There you go. Oh my God.
That's the spirit lube.
If you could ever forgive me. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the call.
And shout out to Uncle Kill Your Dream.
You understand? I tell you, niggas, stop shouting me out. You understand? Thank you, brother.
Uncle Kill Your Dreams.
Hey, let me say something real quick, okay? You motherfuckers better stop shouting me out, you understand? I told you, nigga. You don't know my motherfucking criminal background, you understand?
Throwing you under the bus.
Niggas might be looking for me, you understand me?
I'm on the run, nigga.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Thank you for the shout out. The number to dial once again is 323-230-4445. From the day the police showed up at her family's house to the day she was acquitted of murder, Brooke Skylar Richardson never spoke publicly about what happened to the baby girl whom she named Annabelle.
Oh, shit.
This bitch named her baby a demon.
Okay, nigga.
She named her baby after a demon doll.
Annabelle.
Damn.
What in the fuck is going on? As strangers branded her a baby killer. And she started down the possibility of life in prison. As she stared down the possibility of life in prison, the 20-year-old Ohio woman who insisted her child was stillborn kept her feelings to herself. Richardson's silence ended Friday when she stood in a Warren County courtroom for her sentencing hearing, addressing a judge and briefly turning to the rest of the room, she apologized repeatedly. I just wanted to say how sorry I was, said Richardson, who goes by Skylar. I can sometimes be selfish, but I would like to think that I've become better in the knowledge that I've upset everyone and hurt so many people with what I've done. And I'm forever sorry. But to white America, that is enough.
Man.
A nigga can't say sorry for shit. Ain't no forgiveness for black people. This black woman.
I'm sorry. I'm selfish.
This black woman was homeless. Okay? This black woman homeless. I want my kid to have a better education.
Right. Gets
judged and sentenced and labeled as guilty of stealing free education. This woman could kill a baby before prom and say I'm sorry and be acquitted.
Right.
And I'm trying to tell y'all better take the dick-shaped pacifier of white America out your mouth. Just out your mouth. It does not looking for the answer to come. Where's the answer coming from? Can we say the devil?
Devil?
It's a devil if they bring. It's a devil.
Yeah.
It's a devil if they're trying to keep you down.
That's right.
It's a devil if they trying to rob you. It's a devil if they trying to spirit fuck you.
Get the spirit lube.
The spirit fuck stay with you generations.
Yes, it does.
Slavery was a spirit fuck.
Because you passed that on.
Let me lubricate your spirit sphincter. Your spirit sphincter seems very dry and untouched and tight.
Apply some.
I need to loosen up your spirit sphincter. I need to probe it, to stretch it, to widen it. There's all types of nutrients in your spirit sphincter that will fortify my soul.
Nigga said nutrients. Is nutrients?
They getting something from it.
Nigga, nutrients from the spirit
sphincter. They getting something from it.
They getting nutrients.
The number to dial, 323-230-4445. Callers, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what to do, y'all? This is J-Mo calling out North Post, Oklahoma. What's good, Cali folk?
What up?
We good, famo. What's up?
Ain't not much, man. I want to say an aspect to this one. If we can remember back to the reason why segregation worked for black people was because we were forced to be with one another, right? It wasn't that we wanted to. We should have wanted to, but it wasn't that we wanted to. So once it dropped, we deflooded or drained our own places to be around some people who we were subconsciously worshiping and believing that to be around them and get what they got meant to be better. And I still think we suffer from that. I'll call that the Juneteenth syndrome. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, we appreciate that piece of information. Hey, we learn from everybody. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come here and drop some information. Thank you for calling, good brother.
Absolutely.
Respect.
All right, fam. Shit. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Caller?
Hey, peace to you guys, man.
What's happening, PM? What's the deal?
Hey. Oh, peace to you guys, man. I'm glad I made it through. I finally made it, man. My name's Sire, man. I've been watching you guys for a couple of years, man, and I'm loving what you guys are doing. And I love that last show you did with Tom. So I see you guys going Super Saiyan mode now.
I got to.
And because of that, man, let me emphasize this great and say something profound. It's called the SB 145 in California, where you guys at. SB 145. That's the law that they passed based on that you can have sex within the 10 years age span, and you will not be classified as a pedophile. I kid you not.
What?
I mean, and it's not emphasized. It's been out there for a while, and I don't see nobody on YouTube or anything talking about this. It's amazing. Meaning, if you 19 years old, you will not be classified as a pedophile if you have sex with someone 9 years old.
What?
This is called the SB 145. And I'm in Chicago. And in Chicago schools, public schools, they have over 593 child abuse cases that has not been attended to. And half of it dealing with the children itself. So it's not just the adults. It's in the middle age of the teenagers because they over-sexualizing the children with all this trans and gay shit. So the children are raping other children. And this is on the rise.
Damn. What the fuck?
It's getting very insidious. It's getting very vulgar.
Damn.
It's getting to the point we got to really stop playing. I mean, a lot of people, because we're really trying to wake up the masses. And I know the elite going to do what they're going to do. But the masses, we trying to wake up, and people are caught up in their own foibles and their ego and pride. And that's what's keeping this down. Wow. So I just don't blame the elite. I blame it on just us because it takes two in this energy of world of what? Wow. Male and female principle.
Wow.
Negative and positive. So we're agreeing to most of this shit for the most part. Some of us are vulnerable and can't get out of it. But the greatest, the most endangered people on the planet are the children. And we're not talking about, most of us not talking about that. I'm not saying y'all not.
Well, you are right now. Exactly. Go ahead, keep talking. Shit. You see, we ain't cut you off. Shit.
Yeah, the children is the number one thing. I know Malcolm said the woman is the most endangered. No, he's wrong. It's the children. And through slavery, if people do the real study, you'll find out children was the number one commodity in slavery. Always.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because they could grow up working and they can grow up fucking.
Exactly.
Every 10 years, 800,000 children are missing. 800,000.
Listen.
Man, this is outrageous, man.
The children are on the menu. People don't understand that shit. The children are on the menu. This shit crazy, man. Hey, brother, I appreciate you for calling in and sharing, man. Thanks, man.
All right.
Phone lines are open if you want to talk to us. Please, 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 please call us at area code 323-230-4445. Let me say this right now. No one has purchased any Mansions gear for the last 48 hours. We're at 35 units sold. I want us to hit 100 units before the end of this show. It is 12 o'clock sharp. You're listening to the ZoWhat show. We are at 35 garments. To get to 100, what is that? 65?
65.
We need 65 garments sold in the next hour. Go to PIOclothing.com, PIOclothing.com. Click on the Mansion series. Get a hoodie, get a T-shirt, get one for your girl. We need to move the meter massively right now. Let's stop with the motherfucking pep talking and let's start doing shit collectively.
Stock up.
PIOclothing.com. It's 1,300 motherfuckers in here watching live. We can't get 65 of you?
Go grab a goddamn hoodie, goddammit.
There's 65 of you. Can we get 65 of the 1,300 motherfuckers in here to go to PIOclothing.com and purchase a hoodie or something? All right, I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason here on the ZoWhat show. We are turned up in this motherfucker today. We got topics to cover. I'm going to the phone lines. I want to hear your opinion. If you want to know what's happening in Texas, more fuck shit. Texas school board reportedly tells woman's grandson he must cut his hair or wear a dress and identify as a girl.
Ooh, what?
Now, peep game. The boy's father reached out to me over the weekend and said, Zoe, this is my son. Can you bring some attention to this nationally? This is my son, man. You know what I told him? I said, you better get the fuck away from them people.
Right. What the
Because what he did was he put him in another school district. They moved over there and got the kid in another school district because he's looking for a better education. So that becomes a crime.
Right.
So now, what I mean, how it's criminalized is you will racialize a situation because you don't want to give up the resources that these kids need in order to flower. Right. These niggas will rip the soil from a plant. They don't give a fuck. These white people do not give a fuck. Racist than a motherfucker.
Or wear a dress.
Or wear a dress. after the superintendent told her grandson he had to cut his hair or wear a dress if he wanted to stay in school. Randy Woodley's 4-year-old grandson, Michael, who's also known as Tink, was told by a Tatum elementary school teacher that his hair violated the school's dress code. Who created the dress code?
Thank you.
And for what purpose? And when do you criminalize a person's culture?
Right.
Native Americans wear braids.
What the
Native Americans got long hair. You gonna criminalize their fucking culture? What if a Native American student is in that school district and he got 2 long braids and he got a feather and a band around his head?
Right.
That validates or that invalidates the school's policy? No, you're going to say, wait a minute, the country got some kind of agreement with the Native Americans.
What, only girls can wear this hairstyle? Is that the policy? Only girls can wear their hair like this? Nigga, this is
happening in 2020. Oh yeah, it's 2020.
But didn't they just pass a law that people can wear dreads now?
That's at the Supreme Court, and that's dealing with corporate America. Because the hair was criminalized in corporate America.
Right.
Hey, this shit scared me.
Right.
You understand? Your hair remind me of The Exorcist.
Right. Jamal couldn't get a job at,
fuck?
You know what I'm saying, at the Wall Street place.
Oh, God. The code stipulates hair for boys shouldn't extend past the top of a T-shirt collar. Woodley, who has been Tink's custodian since he was 8 months old, was called into the principal's office in August 2018 and told that my grandson's hair was too long.
That nigga needs to sue. This is what Caucasians do, man. These motherfuckers, whenever some shit comes against them, boom, I'm suing. They get litigious like a motherfucker.
But here's the thing, too. It's throughout corporate America. Nigga, the NBA. Allen Iverson show up with braids.
Yeah.
This nigga done changed the whole culture.
Sure did.
We went from them little tiny ass shorts with nut hugging ass shorts to these big ass baggy sagging shorts, and niggas hooping in them too.
Hooping.
Niggas got on some Steve Harvey suit shorts. And niggas is hooping in them like, hey. And braids and changes. Well, we got to change the culture. Now the NBA got a dress code. This shit crazy. I need to hear your
that dress
opinion.
code though happened more so because of the fight though. After that fight happened, the Malice in the Palace. That's when they put.
But the niggas wasn't dressed like gangbangers on the court.
No,
they had on uniforms.
Right, but then that's when they felt, oh, we got to put the mash down on the whole culture.
But it's an attack on culture.
It is. I agree.
Would ever look black? Whatever you call black. Nigga, you can't even wear Rolexes. Let me see you with a gold Rolex and a bunch of diamonds.
In the NBA?
Because that's the next thing. Niggas like Rolexes. Niggas like Bentleys. Anything niggas like, criminalize that shit. Roll up in here with a crew, nigga, with motherfucking diamonds. The way motherfucking Floyd Mayweather roll. You got an $18 million watch, nigga? That's black culture, nigga. This is a crime.
But again, man, you have got to start suing the fuck out of these people. That's when the shit will start changing. Dude, as long as you're complaining, just crying from the mountaintop, and you're not doing anything about it, and there's no repercussions coming from it, nothing's going to change. They get litigious. There's a joke that a comedian has, is Martin, and he says, man, white people, he says, look at white people. He says, when you get into a fight, you hit white person in the nose, they be like, I'm going to say, him right there, I'm suing. Because
Listen, I'm sorry, but management told me to tell you, no excessive jewelry. Yes, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. It's your bling is blinding people. And
that's discrimination. Watch me bring my lawyer in.
No excessive jewelry, nigga.
That's discrimination.
That's just the rules of the restaurant. I didn't make the rules, okay? I would like you and your party and your bling to leave, please.
Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to institute a legal action. And we're going to see how much money you have to pay, even if you win.
Listen.
You're going to have to pay out so much fucking money for this legal action.
I'm just a waiter here.
You're going to lose.
Management told me you and your nigger friends with way too much jewelry need to get the fuck out.
Yeah, and here's the summons.
Hey, I want to open up the phone lines. Talk to me about this, man. Do you think Lil Tink should cut his hair? Or we know he ain't going to wear no motherfucking dress. I told the man's father, get him the fuck out of that school district. They've already told y'all.
School district for discrimination,
well, man. The kid still got to go to school. He's 4 years old now.
He can still sue, though.
Sure, sue them motherfuckers, but get him in another school district. Sometimes you got to move the fuck away from people, too.
That's true. Yep.
Oh, backwards-minded ass motherfuckers. True. How the fuck? Your mindset is from 1865, and it's 2020. How the fuck that happened? 323-230-4445. Callers, you're on the line. What's your name and what's your thought on this? Turn your fucking living room down. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up now?
What up?
How you doing, Zoe family? What's going on?
What's cracking?
What's happening, Mike?
All right. I want to start off by saying, I'm Iz from Atlanta. I'm Team Koba. I'm Team Koba all the way.
He said I'm Team Koba.
This nigga Team Koba.
He said I want to beat the shit out of nigga.
That's what Koba did.
It was brought up with some white men. Somewhere really nice. Really comfortable. Koba was in jail. He was tortured and abused. He know what's up with it. We got to get rid of them. We got to go at them. It ain't no way we can just look at all this bullshit they doing to us and just accept it. Something got to happen. And it has to happen now. We can't do this shit. You can't dress my son in the dress.
That's right.
You can't slam my daughter in school.
Man.
That's right.
I'm supposed to think that the school system is safe. That shit ain't safe for us no more. Ain't nothing safe for us no more.
I ain't mad at
we
you.
are to die out here. We watching our children die. My daughter is, she has anxiety. We can't even go around no police officers and shit.
Right.
This is ridiculous. This place is going to fucking flames, and I'm glad. We have to burn it down. I'm with Corey with this. Corey's like, the only way we going to get through this shit is all of them. That's real. That's the only thing I can think about. You know, that's all I wanted to say to y'all, brothers. I love you. I love the show. Peace.
Appreciate it. Hey, listen, this is great.
He said Koba.
Call in if you're Team Koba or Team Caesar. I think this is great, man, because how should you deal with it? You know, how should you deal with it? Should you deal with it the way Caesar dealt with it? Should you deal with it?
Caesar's way created a whole planet.
It did. But I'm just saying, how should you deal with it? I want to get people's opinion on this, man. Team Koba?
Team.
Cooperation?
Team.
Negotiations? Litigation? Organization? Structure? Strategy?
Man,
or war? Team Koba.
Dude, a little bit of both.
I'm always the middle ground because you need both.
Right. A little bit of both.
You know what I'm saying? I think you need both. You need both, in my opinion. You know?
Dude, that's the dragon and the phoenix. You gotta understand and have enough, of the warrior in you to when the diplomacy falls. Like, look, nigga, I'm pimp slap shit out of you if you don't back the fuck up.
Right. So get to your phone lines. The number to dial, 323-230-4445, 323-230-4445. I don't know why I keep fucking up the number. I know the number by heart, 323-230-4445. I've been in this fucking room for 4 or 5 years. So
right.
Has it been that long?
Yeah. 323-230-4445. I need to know. All right? I want to hear from you guys. Team Caesar. Team Koba? I think I should play some of it.
Where's Team Koba getting you, though?
I'm going to play some of it right now. Let's go.
Where's Caesar? We've been searching for you for so long. We heard you had a hidden command base. We could never find it. Some of us started to think that you might be dead. But Colonel McCullough said you were out here somewhere. Just kill us already. Shut up, man. What? They're animals. It's gonna slaughter us.
I did not start this war. The ape who did is dead. His name was Koba. I killed him. Now, I fight only to protect apes.
Yeah? What about him? We got 10 more just like him.
I know these apes. They follow Koba. They tried to kill me.
What side are you on? Whose side are you on, man? Are you with Koba or Caesar?
Koba ended up dead.
I did not start this war. The ape who did was named Koba. I killed him. Callers, the phone lines are opening. You're listening to the ZoWhat show. We turned up right now. We angry. All types of bullshit is happening in the community. Little boys can't go to school with long hair because or wear a dress. Right. Stupid shit. Like it ain't even intelligent. These are educators, by the way.
Dumb as fuck.
We want to hear your opinion. Team Koba, Team Caesar. Call us right now. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up? This is Goldmouth calling from Mississippi. What up, Zoe? What up, Kev, Real Naga,
what up?
and Triple T? How y'all doing?
What up? Chilling.
Hey, look, I don't know whether Koba or Caesar, whoever. I think we just need to drop out the system, build our own, forget college, forget their schools, forget their whole system, build our own.
All right, I can fuck with that.
Yep.
I can fuck with that.
Now that's dope.
Then
that's why they created that. What is that? That BEI or the Black Extremists?
Identity Extremists.
Black Identity Extremists.
BIE.
BIE. That was the reason that they put in there. That they created the BIE was that you were trying to that brothers were going to get together and subvert the system and change the system. This is literally the fear that they have of you coming together.
I'm talking about dropping out and creating our own system.
That's what.
But you know what? But you know what's. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, caller. To give Kev another perspective, what you're saying is no different than what Timothy Leary was saying when he said drop out.
Right.
He was talking about dropping out of society too. Right. In order to expand one's consciousness. You know, he was talking about getting high off LSD. Right. But I understand.
Right.
I understand what the caller is saying.
I agree too. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say something else. Though. The other day I was talking to my uncle. My uncle was saying back in the day, my granddad was the first black man to have a car in the city. And I'm thinking to myself, what kind of backward shit is that? Because we're using a white measuring stick to jump over. You know what I'm saying? We're using their bar.
Right.
I'm saying we need to look, forget the U.S. dollar, create our own currency, create our own system. We don't need theirs. And if they want to come with it, I guess I will be Team Koba.
Koba is winning the war right now. Hey, man, we appreciate it, man. Thank you for sharing.
Hey, Real Nagas. Hey, I posted the channel too, partner.
Oh, that's what's up, brother.
Good looking.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Zoe, yeah.
Thank you. So, there's people in the chat room talking about, we built this shit, though. Yes, as slaves without a W-9.
What you say, nigga, without a W-9?
Yeah, like, You built this shit for somebody else without a W-9.
Shit.
Fuck you building shit for free. You owe us. What?
Hey. You didn't. Where was that?
How?
Where's that contract?
How?
Where's that contract?
Chattel slavery means your property like a hammer. I don't owe my hammer anything, do I? I don't owe my plow anything. Maybe a little oil. These motherfuckers, boy. Caller, 323-230-4445. Team Koba or Caesar? Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Zo. What's up, Zo?
What's happening?
What's going on today? Is Kevin there too?
Kevin is here, yes.
What up, bro?
Well, what's up, Kevin?
What's happening?
All right. So here's my idea when I think of what education should be for the future, especially for black kids in America. I think the use of technology can be one of the biggest gifts that the blacks, being black, Okay, let me rephrase it because I'm about to walk to class real quick. 9 times out of 10, right? The things we learn in the classroom never is pretty much related to us and who we are, right? So, on the other hand, what I've learned to do is 9 times...
A caller?
All
right. And there you go.
He wants your email address.
Here we go. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Welcome to the ZoWhat show.
Main event 804, straight out of Richmond, Virginia.
All right, talk to us.
What up?
Man, I am Team Koba.
Team Koba.
Niggas is Kobaing off today, huh?
Yes, sir. And you know why?
Caesar.
Because you remember on the movie when the good apes went to the other side, they put donkey on their back. They started helping them out.
Those are Koba's people.
Right.
But when Koba went to the other side, what'd he do? He started killing the motherfuckers, getting their guns and all that shit.
But again,
hold
on. Let me just say this. This is the only problem.
What's up?
Koba and Caesar are both apes.
Mm-hmm.
Caesar's thing was apes first.
Yeah.
And if I got to negotiate to keep us out the way,
right?
Do you understand? Koba was reckless with no plan. Yes, you do.
I got it.
You do want that alpha. I'm finna go handle this.
Right.
But strategically, remember, the soldier has never been considered the intellect.
No.
It's always the motherfuckers who are not at war that dictate the orders to the soldier. If you're looking at chess, the pawn is the soldier.
Right.
The root word.
Caesar let them people up in their little ranks, bro.
But again,
and just because they had some kids with them, Caesar was like, "Oh no, they're good people."
But again, ultimately, when Caesar died, all the white people, all the people was dead. All the people was dead. In the last Planet of the Apes, all the people dead because of that virus. They all dead except for that one little white girl.
Thanks, though. I ain't seen.
Sorry.
He need a little bit more coke.
Look,
appreciate you.
Look, they all dead.
Thank you.
And then that's when Caesar dies. So ultimately, Caesar got them motherfuckers to their little land where they started the motherfucking Planet of the Apes.
Right.
And all the humans is dead.
You're right about that, bro.
Caesar got them motherfuckers to Wakanda.
Thank you, though. God damn it.
The thing is, who's gonna beat Caesar though?
But see, that's the problem. We can't have a Caesar because everybody in this motherfucker's in competition and envious and jealous and biting each other. We gotta understand.
We could put all that shit at the feet of white supremacists, though. Bro.
No, fuck that.
No. You've been fighting since the beginning, bro.
No. We can say white supremacy is the germ, But who's been nurturing that plant since that seed was planted?
These motherfuckers collaborators.
No, but we got to be able to say, nigga, you can't pay me enough to snitch.
Right. Okay, all right.
We got to be able to say, you don't get in here. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, you're right. On some Haitian revolution shit.
Let me show you another Koba. Another Koba archetype.
Jesse Lee Peterson?
In the movie Black Panther.
Oh, yeah. Killmonger.
Warmonger.
Killmonger and the other nigga who Black Panther didn't kill the dude with the fake arm.
Right.
He didn't kill Claw.
Oh, yeah, Claw.
Because that's how Killmonger gets in, is through one of his own.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
You're right.
It's always one of us that be like, fuck him.
Yep.
Oh, bitch ass nigga. Oh,
yep. Selling the other homie out.
It's always one of us from the very beginning.
Always.
Cain and Abel, one of us.
So we just gotta go back to some 1804 shit.
Do you get what I'm saying? Usir and Set, one of us.
It's always one of us. Been the battle, man. It's always been the battle.
COINTELPRO and all that shit.
A COINTELPRO, you can always go to some Negro and say, I'm going to take care of your shit.
Yep.
Really?
You're right, bro. But I mean, you right, man. You always right, though.
I'm not always right.
No, you know, but
if it wasn't like that, they couldn't have a program now from that BIE thing. They have a program called Operation, what was it, Iron Fist? And that's the program to infiltrate you now. So if they didn't believe that you would turn on yourself, they couldn't create a program like that. Today.
But that's why I'm scared of that HR 40 shit, man. I'm scared of that shit.
But you saw how basically all the followers of Koba got turned into informants called donkeys in the movie.
Agent Smiths. Yeah. All y'all Agent Smiths.
All right. I'm just
You're right about that, bro.
Team Koba! Team Caesar, thank you for calling. We appreciate the call.
100.
Phone lines are open, 323-230-4610. Team Koba, Team Caesar. I haven't chosen which team I'm on. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Zo, this is Miles calling from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Uncle Bobby hometown.
Murfreesboro! What up?
What's up? First off, I'm going to talk quick here. I'm going to talk like Rizza Islam. First off, earlier in the show you was talking about Ms. Hoffman. First off, in America, the white woman has always been in the protective class when it deals with white supremacy. Definitely now, since the death rate is outweighing the birth rate, the only job for white women to do is to handle white supremacy. Not handle white supremacy, give in to white supremacy and indoctrinate it into the kids that they bore. The number one thing for white women to do in this country right now is to make white babies. Anything else they do, they've always been in the protective class. Like you said, the white women had the number one slave owners. They used to name the slaves when the slaves would come there, and then on top of that, they were the number one raping the slaves. The second thing, and I'm gonna say this, and then I'm head off the phone. When it comes to the young man with the long hair, this is more of a question to the panel. What can we do? Because I've seen the revolt conversation. What can we do when it comes to funding our own schools? We already had the HBCUs. I live in Murfreesboro. The reason I went to live in Murfreesboro, I'm from Joliet, Illinois, but the reason I live in Murfreesboro is because of MTSU. That's the college down here. Mm-hmm. I came to Tennessee simply to go to Fisk and TSU, but the institutions, the black institutions, does not teach black people how to own things. I listen to Dr. Henry Clark, Dr. Amos, and many, many more. I've read Black Labor, White Wealth, and Powernomics from Dr. Claude Anderson. I'm only 26 years old, but when I went to TSU, they taught me how to be an employee. They did not teach me how to buy the neighborhood. They did not teach me how
how the financial literacy. They taught me how to be a good employee, how to cut your dreads off and wear non-threatening hair. Right. They taught me how to tie a tie, how to be in a business suit. They just taught me how to assimilate into a culture that does not want me. So, I mean, as a young man, I look up to you guys and I respect you guys' opinion, but I don't think black people see a benefit in supporting black schools. Ooh. If you're just going to teach me to assimilate into a culture.
Right. Hey, that's awesome. That is an amazing point.
That's awesome what you just said.
If you're not the author of the curriculum, you're a slave to the authors of the curriculum you study as education.
Yes.
It's now indoctrination. It's now conditioning.
Yes. You can start those type of schools. Like, so what needs to be done is melanated people with money need to come together.
Is it raining on your phone?
Right.
Hold on. I'm just
my fault, brother.
That's better. There we go. Jesus.
So yeah, more melanated people with the melanated people with money, the rich brothers, need to come together and create a trust. And then from that trust, you can start creating little charter schools. Like the Marcus Garvey School that's out here. I don't know how many people know about that. But the Marcus Garvey School was off the chain. And schools from Beverly Hills where their second graders would go against sixth graders and kill them. You know,
that Marcus Garvey School was out of this world.
Man, insane. And it just didn't. The funding that it needed to stay up, it needs a lot of that. But the stuff that it teaches, it's more about our culture. It teaches you what you need to know to be able to survive within the system. But it's not necessarily teaching you how to assimilate to the system. It's teaching you how to run the system.
Right.
And it's teaching you how our culture and what we used to do in history when we used to run the system. So
see, when you have knowledge of self, you're closer to your understanding that self is God.
Yes.
When you start believing that you're God, imagine your understanding of mathematics.
Man.
Imagine your understanding of English or any language.
Crazy.
Imagine your understanding of quantum physics, quantum mechanics.
Yes.
Imagine your understanding of science. When you start from the premise that you did all this, you're God.
Man.
All this shit all over the globe, all over the world,
right.
and you have a sense of, nigga, I'm Jarrell.
Right. That self-esteem that you would get from that?
I'm Kal-El.
Yeah.
Nigga. Fuck you talking about? When you can start from there, that's when you know ain't shit I can't learn, ain't shit I can't build on, expand upon. Nigga, I'm Mr. Manhattan.
Dude.
Dr. Manhattan from the comic book. I'm all this shit.
There was a senator who visited the Marcus Garvey School, went on a tour, and he went back to Congress and gave a speech to Congress and said, that was the most advanced school I've ever seen. He said, what we're doing in our schools, we're so far behind what they're doing. He was just talking to the Caucasian people. He was basically saying that our Caucasian schools need to be up on what they're doing because they showed how the second graders were killing seventh graders in competition.
Yes. But see, those are kids that scared them.
Yes.
Because they started defunding that school. They started cutting off the motherfucking connects to that school.
They should. After that happened, that senator went back.
These motherfuckers is raising little God seeds.
Yep.
Hey, brother, we appreciate the call. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to say this again. No sales from the Mansions t-shirt line. None. We've been on 90 minutes, hour and a half, no sales. Thanks, guys.
Stop playing, y'all. Get out there and get a goddamn hoodie.
No, I got to play this now. Here we go.
How were you paid? The pay was always in cash. Cash, and you would sign a card. It would go like this. A rendezvous or a drop-off point would be picked out either by yourself or the agent. You would meet the agent there. Usually it would be in a vehicle. You get in the vehicle, he would hand you the money. He would tell you first to count the money. He would tell you the amount while you counted it. If the amount was there, he would then bring out a card. On that card would be for the week of such and such. In other words, the week was dated. So-and-so has been paid the amount of. Then you would sign the card, and then the agent would sign the card. The reason for this is that if all of a sudden the IRS became very interested about where you were getting all this extra money from, you could always tell them to go back to the Bureau, and the Bureau would have your cards on file.
I see. Were there such things as bonuses?
Oh, yes.
What were they paid for?
Bonuses were paid for, suppose while you were meeting with, or you were at a meeting with Bobby Seals, Chulai of the Red Army happened to come to the meeting too, which is something which would be a new development. That's bonus time.
In other words, a hot piece of information.
Hot piece, very hot piece.
Did you ever suffer pangs of conscience?
Quite a few times. Quite a few times. I still suffer pains of conscience. I suffer from the fact that a lot of people trusted me, and I misused that trust. I suffer from the fact that a lot of information that I gave out was the undoing of certain groups or certain people. I suffer from the fact that I'm on the run constantly. I have no real life to speak of.
You have no family life, really? You have a wife?
No, I don't have a wife. I do have a child. I can't see her that often. I have to stay away from them because once I come around, the Bureau shows up and harassment starts. I have very few close personal friends, no one to really confide in. It's like being on the outside of a glass jar and everything is happening inside the jar, but you're on the outside. You can see it happening, but you can't participate.
Why have you decided to talk to me?
For the simple reason, I think this information should be getting out, should be put out to the public. I think not only black people, but everyone should become aware of what your so-called law enforcement agencies do to so-called enforce the law. Because between you, myself, and the audience, I've seen more felons in law enforcement than I have in prison.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was an ex-FBI informant, black man, talking about snitching on his own. It's always one of us that can be bought.
Yeah.
You want to know why we ain't shit? Because we see each other as something to be sold.
Man.
We see each other as a stair step to come up off of. As opposed to a hand up, we looking to step on a nigga's back.
Right.
Step on a nigga's head. You understand?
Right.
That's what we looking to do. That was a rat. Do you ever suffer pains of consciousness? Like pains of conscience? Like you've done this to yo people.
Yo niggas. Sometimes.
Always competing with each other. Always comparing each other. Always envious of each other. Always hating. Always. A nigga, a hater will snitch on you in a minute.
Man.
Oh, big time.
An envious motherfucker will snitch on you in a minute. An envious motherfucker will turn coats in a minute. Ain't no loyalty. Ain't no love. Ain't no respect. Ain't no consideration. Ain't no appreciation. No cooperation. No collaboration.
Dude, you know,
it's always manipulation and how can I get over on this nigga? Because I can't get over on the system.
Right. Dude, the Trail of Tears, which is, if you guys don't know, that's how that was the displacement of the Cherokee Nation, and they got moved to the western hemisphere, and that was because they said the government had took their land, but the government didn't actually take the land. It was just a couple of brothers at the head of the nation who sold them out. We just signed a couple contracts that made them good. And then they sold out the rest of the land from under the rest of the nation, and that nation had to bounce. But it's just, again, getting sold out by the brothers at the top. And just so you know, the Cherokee or the Aboriginals, they were brothers. They're not the pale people who y'all see as Native Americans. Those were actually melanated brothers. And so that's how they lost their
everybody
land.
in the world melanated.
Yes.
Every motherfucking culture that ever started.
Yes.
Started black.
Yep.
We know this.
We know. We know.
We know this
shit. The
shit.
masses don't know.
No, a lot of people don't know because a lot of people don't travel, so they don't know.
No, they don't.
Listen, you can travel your dumb ass to the library. All that shit in books.
You can travel your
Look, man, I was just in Rome in Italy, and everybody out there is melanated. But when you go into the Vatican, the Sistine Chapel is all white people.
Yep.
Everything they paint is about people being white in heaven and stuff. Seriously, it's crazy. But they're melanated in Rome, in Spain. Everybody has. They ain't no white people. It's people who have melanin and stuff.
Dude, if you go to China, the Shaolin Temple, there's an ancient temple in there where they fight. It's a fighting temple. It's the old as the temple itself. When the back on the wall, there's a group of the monks who started the temple. They all melanated. You can Google that right now. You can Google that right now. There was a Shaolin monk who went there, and he comes back and he tells the stories of how when he was at Shaolin, and he takes pictures of the temple, and he took a picture in front of the temple of that temple wall, and there's nothing but melanated brothers on the back of the wall. I mean, I don't mean like light skin, bro. I mean like super dark ass melanated brothers. And you're like, wait a minute, none of these monks look like this shit. But you'll never see that shit on mainstream TV.
Hey, hold on. That's the world.
Right.
That is the world.
It is.
Who started the Irish?
The Moors.
What color were the Irish?
A great movie that shows that is 51 Pickup. Have you seen that with Sam Jackson?
Yep. Go ahead, talk about it.
Yeah, 51 Pickup. Sam Jackson, he goes over and he goes to what is it? He goes to Ireland. Basically, he's a chemist, and he creates this drug that's supposed to be like the dopest drug ever, and everybody's trying to buy it. But the whole point is he's trying to get back to what he calls his castle, his land, his homeland, and all this and that. And so at the end, you see what he's talking about. At the very end of the movie, Sam Jackson, with this big ass afro, he walks himself back into one of the Scottish castles. And so for all y'all who don't understand, those castles over there in Europe were built by Moors. They weren't built by the Europeans. They took them over after they took over.
Who the fuck you talking about, nigga? Hold on, nigga. You telling me the castles that made white people famous, the dirty white people with the sackcloths, that shit was built by niggas?
Yeah, and it's Formula 51. Formula 51 is the movie, not 51 Pickup, but Formula 51.
There it is. Yo, we got 3 sales right now.
There you go.
I appreciate the 3 sales. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. It's 1,400 people in the chat room. We turning up right now. Again, I'm trying to weave a web to this story by presenting current events. If you're just tuning into the ZoWhat show, that is the most awkward current event show in the world. We're trying to get your perspective too. The number to dial is 323-230-4445. The world's largest diamond was stolen from Africa and put on the British crown. A lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people aren't aware. The largest diamond is part of the crown jewels. After the invasion and dividing of Africa from 1885, the Berlin Conference, European colonizers went around Africa stealing and collecting gold and diamonds, artifacts, steel, bronze, and every ornament that was precious to the various kingdoms of Africa. On occasion, where the people refused to give up their possessions, the European soldiers under the command of the royals, would commit murder and genocide just to depossess Africans of their priceless jewels, lands, and resources.
Right.
Queen Elizabeth II here in this picture we're looking at right now, wearing the imperial state crown after her coronation. Everything about her throne is indicative of the land where they extrapolated the wealth. And niggas is running around trying to match. Oh, we went to Spain. We went to Ibiza. We went to Saint-Tropez.
Monte Carlo.
Everything about them is patterned off you.
Yep.
You've been told you ain't shit. Now go strive to do them.
Right.
Wait a minute. I'm just saying.
They all trying to bling like Mansa Musa.
The name of the damn diamond in this woman's crown is called the Star of Africa.
Whoa.
That's the name of the crown. Okay.
But the thing is, the diamonds though, they don't really have any value except what you put on them.
Don't matter.
Well, I'll say that, and so who makes the value of the diamond is De Beers. De Beers owns about like 85% of all the diamonds in the world. And so diamonds wouldn't be worth anything if they didn't set a price on them. I had a friend from
that ain't the
Liberia.
point. The point is the motherfucker stole it. Whether we thought it was a motherfucking paperweight. Nigga, that's my paperweight. I don't give a fuck.
But they stealing diamonds on a regular basis all day.
But that ain't the point. The motherfucking diamond could have been a door knocker.
A door knocker?
Nigga, that's my door knocker. That shit mine.
Yeah.
So whether I don't give a fuck what value I put on it.
Yeah, but
it's mine.
Yeah, we talking about a diamond. They raping every goddamn thing. They raping your melanin, which is your oil out of the ground. They taking everything. So we talking about a diamond. The diamond though, which really is not worth any. We're not talking about the shit that's actually worth some shit. That real resources. The diamond is only worth some shit because De Beers says it's worth something.
But again, why we keep doing business? You doing business with motherfuckers who have intentions on spirit raping.
Wait, what is it?
Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically. They got lube for all levels.
Spirit lube.
They got spirit lube for all levels.
Yes, they do, nigga.
You got content, nigga?
What?
You got content.
Mm-hmm. Come on over here.
I got a little lube for that.
I got a little lube for that.
I got a little lube for that. Team Caesar? Team Koba. The number to dial, 323-230-4445. 323-230-4445. Phone lines are open. You got to turn your life down. Turn your living room down. Turn your living room down. Let's go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
What's happening?
How you doing, brother?
What's up?
What's up? What
You
up?
on the line, bro. You live.
Tell us what's good.
I heard, I wanted to call in and talk about something specifically that I heard you mention in your last show and on this show, which is black hair. And how it's tied to our identity and who we are, how it's just politics as usual as far as discrimination and, prejudice. For example, they have policy in California called the Crown Act, which addresses discrimination and stuff, specifically towards black hair. Now, that is just politics as usual, and it's been happening since the late 1700s, early 1800s, with in the antebellum South, which as we know was colonized by the French and the Spanish. And during that period, there was a mayor. I forget his name at this particular point, but he instilled a law that required black women to wrap their hairs, to wrap their heads. It's called a Tion, Tigion. And in protest of this, black women decided to pretty much swag out the head wrap. They wrapped it in, they adorned it with fine jewels, fine materials. They made it out of, fancy fabric and all this other stuff. So they did that in protest. Right, I say that to say this.
right? I'm a small business owner recently, right? I created a small business called Happy Curls LLC, and we started out in May of this year. And what it is it's an independent e-marketplace for natural hair care products, for vendors and buyers of natural hair care products. Now, right.
Brother, I'm going to need you to speed up, fam. You can't just talk so slow. I need you to get to it, man. And I want to hear what you're saying. And it's good information. And I'm glad you was able to plug your business. But, brother, you got to get to it.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous.
No worries, fam. No worries.
Like I said, the reason I was compelled to call because I heard you talking about hair, black hair, and how it's tied to our identity and the importance of who we are as a people. Right, and us sticking together and supporting one another and keeping our black dollar within the black community. And as a black person, I decided to create a platform where people can do that. They can keep their black dollars.
So what's the name of the platform? Say the platform real quick, because then we got to go.
Happy Curls LLC. HappyCurls.com is the actual website.
HappyCurls.com.
HappyCurls.com.
Yes.
All right, thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Bruh.
After the Happy Valley.
We got to go, brother. Right. Thank you, man. HappyCurls.com.
HappyCurls.com.
Yes, thank you. HAPI.
Okay, HAPPI or HAPI?
HAPI.
There you go. Happy Curls, check him out. All right, I don't mind you promoting your shit, but get to it. God damn. Shit. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this side again, man. I had to call back with a double dose because it's a full moon, man, and the electromagnetic field is rising. So this has to be said. I got some substance application to share with you guys again. That's imperative.
Okay, talk to us.
And look up a lady named Michelle Elliott. Michelle Elliott. She's an ex-feminist or a whisperer that exposed the feminist organization and all that that's challenging the pedophilia. And also she did a psychological study on women based on their pedophilia that is hidden in the closet of a lot of women in our country that it's not equal or more, to the point that I found out that they have pedophile women that's fucking little children with broomsticks, rose stems with thorns on it and shit like that. It's to that level. And it's totally ignored. And she's trying to put it out. But when real shit come out, they keep people down like that. Right. Her name is Michelle Elliott. Also, I want to emphasize, by your consent, man, about the school my sons go to is a private school. It's like Marcus Garvey School. And they are excellent in what they teach. And you can look them up on YouTube. It's called Freedom Home Academy. Freedom Home Academy. The guy that runs the name is Marcus Klein. My son's name is Wisdom and Zalik May. They are highly intelligent. You can look up Wisdom online. It's Wisdom speaks of the Nubian history. You can check out these children, man. It's the most astounding, prolific way of learning, higher learning that they have learned, that they coagulated with these children. And there's a lot of people don't know about this. So I wanted to emphasize that.
Thank you, brother.
And also,
brother, thank you, brother. We got to keep it pushing. We're getting real close to the end.
Okay.
Thank you, fam. All right. So let me just say this right now. Let me shout out Timothy Cheers, Jamario Smith, Marcus Rucker, Dominique Gaiman, Gregory Moore, Matthew Lemons, Jeffrey Brown, Lamont Griffin, Stephen Barnes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 purchases.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. We're at 46 purchases sold. I said, can we get to 100 within the hour? Just in the last few minutes, we got 9. And although I'm extremely ecstatic and appreciative of that, we got to do better.
Man.
I don't give a fuck. We got to do better. You can call in here and promote your shit for free.
Yep.
I remember last week I did a video. I wasn't even on the air. We got on, got the phone lines cracking, and it turned into a promote your black business for free for like 2 hours. And people was calling in from all over the country. Hey, I got a business over here. I got a business over here. I got a business over here.
Right.
My whole thing is, man, at the end of the day, if I can pour into you,
right,
you got to be able to pour into me.
Reciprocity.
That's how we take the M in me and turn it upside down into we. It has to be reciprocity on all levels.
Yep.
Period. A lot of times we quick to take advantage of the opportunity that gives us a hand up, and we will store that hand up and say, well, you know what? When I get to where I'm trying to go,
right, I'm gonna get you back.
I'm gonna get back to you.
Right.
But by that time, you done forgot.
Right.
Other responsibilities done came up. You probably done got the opportunity you was looking for, then lost it.
Right.
Now you rebuilding. Yep. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying it's got to be reciprocity on all levels, even if we don't agree. Even if we don't like each other.
You're getting something from this information.
God damn. This brother right here. Fucking Hassan McCullough.
Timmy Tight.
Timmy Tight. Have you ever paid me for any juices?
Not directly, no.
Oh, this nigga here. Gonna fuck up my point over here fucking up.
Oh.
You just bring juices, 4-5 juices a week.
You get paid in juice.
Juice pay. Juice currency.
What you call it?
Juice currency.
We put this motherfucker on
juicery.
10 million fucking listeners. Here's 7 juices a week. There's 7 juices a week for you to scoff down. They're quite delicious.
Scoff down.
You will be sick for the rest of the week, but on Mondays
you shall be healthy as a motherfucker.
On Mondays you will be healthy. This shit is the bullshit. Get involved or get the fuck out the way. That's true. That's just the bottom fucking line. Get involved or get the fuck out the way. You in the dig?
Y'all can't learn unity on this level. How you gonna get together to change any goddamn thing? This is just pushing a like button or buying a T-shirt
or buying a super chat or whatever.
This is something that barely takes any thought whatsoever. How the hell are we supposed to get somewhere on a grand scale if we can't do this shit? We can't support on this level.
This shit is crazy. It's like 1,400 niggas.
Hey, tell Uncle Kill Your Dreams. Tell him, get sick Uncle Kill Your Dreams on them niggas.
Let me tell you something now. I done told niggas, hold on, listen.
The barrels.
I done told niggas stop believing in niggas a long time ago. Niggas, let me tell you something now. Mm-hmm. Fake Jesus is more beneficial to believe in than real niggas.
How's that?
Because at least fake Jesus make you feel good.
He do.
Real niggas let you down every time, you understand? Real niggas ain't never been about shit, you understand? Fake Jesus.
Real niggas over fake Jesus over
let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck what motherfuckers say. Jesus is spiritual placebo. You fake Jesus, fake white Jesus, spiritual placebo. At least I feel good, nigga.
Spiritual sugar pill.
You understand? I go to church Sunday after fucking up all week, get the word, feel good for 12 hours, then get back to fucking up.
Right.
You understand? I've been forgiven. My spirit feels cleansed.
Wait, feels what?
Cleansed. You understand? Fake Jesus is better to believe in and rely on than real niggas.
Fake Jesus over real niggas.
Real niggas been killing fake niggas and medium niggas and partially real niggas.
Medium niggas.
Niggas been killing niggas the whole time.
Man.
You understand me?
Nigga fuckery.
You understand? Let me tell you something. Fake white Jesus been real good to me, nigga.
He been real good?
He been real good to me. Not gonna get me to turn on fake white Jesus. You understand?
Ain't gonna get you in trouble with your white Jesus.
Tell you now, niggas gonna let you down every time.
Every time.
Every time. Here's a secret, nigga. Real niggas still believe in fake white Jesus. Yep. It just goes under another name called money. In God we trust, nigga.
Bam.
Yeah, nigga. You think I could kill dreams? Don't know something, huh?
Bam.
I know a few things, nigga.
Kill dream just killed you niggas.
I'm gonna keep fucking with fake white Jesus, nigga.
Uncle Kill Your Dream just killed you niggas. Nigga, Uncle Kill Your Dream just
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the ZoWhat show, man. Hey, man, it's real out here, man. I just thought I'd share some shit. We like having fun, current events, tying in a topic.
Yep.
The topic is what you gonna do.
Man.
All this shit that's going down, what you gonna do?
Get together.
All right? I got love for y'all. I got love for everybody. Continue to support everything we put in front of you. Total Package Energy. Of course, Beal Sauce. Of course, all these other brands. Thank you so much. I'm Zoe Williams, and we out.
Nigga, you have got to do something with Uncle Kill Your Dream. Nigga, I swear to God, that nigga has got to live. You have got to make that nigga live, man. Shit. That is an awesome fucking character, nigga. That is awesome, nigga.
Let me tell you something, nigga.
Let me tell you something, nigga. Oh, nigga.
Let me tell you something, nigga.
Funny as shit, nigga. Let me tell you something.